Free Britney. Now, that's not just some kind of rhetoric. Britney Spears is not legally free, and her court battle actually continues with this hearing today over the fate of her controversial legal predicament. Maybe you've heard a little bit about it. The government put her dad in firm control of her personal life and money, plus the very rules of how she can appeal this. Now, today, a judge is ruling that Britney can pick and hire her own attorney. That's new and gives you an idea of how constricting the legal arrangement that she's operated in is. That itself is a legal win for Spears, because until today, this is part of the news we're getting, she had to use a court-appointed lawyer. Spears sobbing in court again today. Now, the issues are dramatized here because this does involve a famous person, but it also puts a spotlight on important questions about how, in the United States today, the government can mandate such control of an adult person's life. Now, Spears' so-called conservatorship has been running for 13 years. She has not yet officially filed the petition to end it. A recent New York Times documentary, though, revealing Spears' concerns with the arrangement and her apparent ongoing duress.
If I wasn't under the restraints that I'm under right now, with all the lawyers and doctors and people analyzing me every day and all that kind of stuff, if that wasn't there, I'd feel so liberated. They hear me, but they really not listening. They're hearing what they want to hear. They're not really listening to what I'm telling them. It's it's bad. I'm sad.
Why did courts put her in this legal position? In 2008, she was placed on an involuntary psychiatric hold over erratic behavior. And like many extremely famous people, Spears has faced scrutiny, criticism, and outright hostility from the media and the public as her fame and career evolved. From years of the paparazzi hounding her relentlessly to gleeful public bullying when the media deemed the star a fallen star.
She literally grabbed the hair clipper and started doing it herself. And she said, "I don't want anyone touching me. I'm tired of everybody touching me."
It's so easy. It's so much fun to take a celebrity who's a young, beautiful, talented girl and rip her to shreds.
Nobody was talking about mental health when Britney Spears was going through all of that stuff in public. The conversation was about what was wrong with her. There was too much money to be made off her suffering.
This is a story that raises a lot of issues about America, about us, about our systems and how we live. Capitalism can treat people as commodities, whether that's poor laborers or even also rich celebrities. In this case is more extreme because the very richest at issue are controlled and siphoned by Spears' legal guardian, her father, who made $2.4 million off of her over those years, according to Forbes. She recently told a judge that she had lied and told the whole world, quote, "I'm okay and I'm happy." It's a lie. I'm traumatized. I'm so angry. It's insane. Now, the legal issues are tricky, especially with claims of duress and retaliation accounting for different statements. There are also allegations of sexism here, because many male musicians and celebrities have had their share of erratic behavior without being forced against their will into this kind of court-ordered position. Now, Spears' own work in music has expressed her feelings many times. Even pop anthems which top the charts contain some insights for those listening. Take her 2000 song, Lucky, which told the parable of a star who seemed happy on the outside but was crushed within. Quote, "She's so lucky. She's a star. But she cries in her lonely heart, thinking, if there's nothing missing in my life, then why do these tears come at night?" I'm joined now by civil rights attorney Nancy Erica Smith, who has specialized in many issues and cases regarding gender equity and harassment. Thanks for being here.
Happy to be here.
This is a case that has garnered more and more outrage, some related to people interested in Ms. Spears, others just gobsmacked that this is a system that functions in America for adults. What's your view of the case in today's hearing?
This is shocking. I mean, the idea that it's news that a grown 39-year-old woman is allowed to choose her own lawyer is absolutely shocking. The idea that a woman who released 3 albums, spent 4 years in Vegas, it was a judge on a TV show, numerous TV appearances, incredibly stressful work. I mean, she's not just going to a job every day. She's doing incredibly stressful work. She earns $60 million, and she's under a ruling that under California law says she basically shouldn't be able to dress, bathe, or feed herself in order to have the personal aspect of the conservatorship. There are two parts, the personal and the financial. Also, you make $60 million and you're not capable of substantially managing your own money, which is also the law. It can't be based on isolated incidents. It's shocking, but on the other hand, I totally agree with you. It certainly wouldn't happen if she was a man.
Let's look at that part of this, because again, the cases that get big enough put a window on it, but then the system is the system. She says, so I'm quoting from her side of this case, in the court hearing, quote, "I'm not able to get married or have a baby. I wanted to take an IUD out," she tells the court, "but this team won't let me go to the doctor to take it out." Nancy.
That is one of the most shocking, because she has a constitutional right to make her own decisions about procreation. That is one of the most shocking aspects of this. Women who are committed to our institutions are allowed to make their own decisions about procreation, unless they're completely incapable of discerning what it means to be pregnant and what it means to give birth. Also, she has been forced to take medication. Since the 1980s, it's constitutionally illegal to force people, even people who are committed to psychiatric institutions, to take medication. It's like this woman lives in a law-free existence where no constitutional rights have been given to her.
And that's the law. I also want to remind everyone what some of the culture has been like, because there's the media, we're a part of that. Then there's just the entire society, the way it reacts to things, the way it treats celebrities, women, other things. Also from the documentary, this gives us a little reminder. Take a look.
Shaved her head, attacked the paparazzi, more custody drama. Thank you, Britney Spears. Being bad is good for my business.
Name something Britney Spears has lost in the past year. Answer what you will. Her husband. Let's see how that stacks up her husband. Guess up there, not number one, Lindsay. The hair. Lost a lot of hair. What has she lost?
She's lost her sanity.
Yeah. She lost her mind.
Cruel, sexist.
Do we also have to look in the mirror? Yeah, go ahead.
It's cruel. It's sexist. Men are not treated in this way. We've seen famous men. Charlie Sheen calls it a meltdown and we've seen male celebrities attempt suicide or have serious addiction problems, alcohol problems, which lead to domestic violence problems, allegations of child abuse, and they are not treated like this. They're not treated like this in the media, and they're certainly not treated like this in the courts. It's shocking. It's sad. It's scary, and we should all be concerned.
I think that's so important what you said, and the fact that we should all care about it and figure some of this stuff out. What's in the courtroom and what's in our society is important. You've been an advocate on these issues, not exclusively for women, but for so many women. And so that's an important point on this. We're going to stay on the story as we get some of these other developments. As we said, the breakthrough today is now she gets to actually use her own money for a lawyer before she had a court-appointed one. Nancy Erica Smith, thank you.